The fact Hasan Piker is seen as some political thought leader is unbelievable. Watch how biased, just legitimately racist, what he says here is.
Yeah. Hi, Vice President. Thank you for being here today. Considering you have been in the position of Vice President for the past 4 years under the Biden administration, how can we expect you to deviate from the direction of that administration compared to your own? How can we differentiate your policy and your beliefs from that of Biden's?
Okay, this was a surprise. I would not have thought like a UPenn young black woman would be asking such a conservative question. Like demographically speaking, this is like
this role, my own ideas.
I don't know if it's conservative. Like,
and so Hasan Piker, in his head, this is like the biggest political streamer in the entire world. Certainly on the left. I mean, maybe Tim Pool. Hasan Piker streams all the time. It's probably true that he's the biggest streamer. Young black woman asked the question, how are you going to be different than President Biden? What's conservative about that? That's a very reasonable question for her to ask. She has her entire life to live. The policies that Kamala Harris implements or doesn't implement will affect her life probably way more than Hasan Piker's. I'm going on the assumption that because she's a student, as he said, a UPenn student, she's probably not a multi-millionaire like Hasan. Hasan says, I think she would have talked about the Gaza Strip. If you're Hasan Piker, and again, you're worth millions of dollars for talking on the internet, props to him, no hate for that. He can think all day long if he wants to about the Israel-Palestine conflict, even though it's not in his own country. This woman on screen, maybe she cares about owning a home. I mean, of course, she probably does eventually. Cares about having a job that can afford her the lifestyle to raise a family, go on vacations. How are you going to be different than President Biden? That's a very reasonable question. It's also objectively not conservative. I'm assuming he means that's like a right-wing question, a conservative question. What's conservative about that? Is it just because Brett Baer asked a similar question on Fox News? So did Sonny Hostin of The View. Hasan is Looney Tunes with this attitude. It's also legitimately racist. Young black woman, why aren't you asking about Gaza? Why don't you care about the thing I care about? I think I'm the leader of the progressive movement. You're a black woman. Why don't you care about what I care about? That's the attitude you're getting from this in this clip from Hasan. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments if you want.
Represent a new generation of leadership on a number of issues and believe that we have to actually take new approaches. For example, what we talked about in terms of housing.
I thought you would talk about Gaza. I thought the question would be about Gaza.
Leads to that.
I thought she would be about Gaza. What is wrong with Hasan? He just feels comfortable to say this. I mean, I can legitimately imagine a world a few years ago. I think this would probably get you banned actually on Twitch if you're on the right wing. Maybe not now because there's more scrutiny on, like, I think peak cancel culture is over. But a comment like that, I think from a right-wing streamer probably would have got you a ban. It would have been reported. You think that this person of color is going to ask a certain question because you're putting them in a demographic group. I mean, you can't tell me the world wasn't like that from maybe 2015 to 2022. I think we thankfully, in some degree, come out of that, but so many right-wing streamers were getting banned for a bunch of garbage. Hasan Piker, it's just liberal, progressive, whack job leftist privilege. They can do whatever they want. So anyway, that's just a wild statement. He feels so comfortable to say that. It's crazy. With that said, I'll finish the video here. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a great day.